Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sophia, and today we will be talking about Swati Nakshatra. These are souls incarnated from Arcturus, and they give us the very profound themes of love equals creation, whereas desire equals eclipse. So let's find out what exactly they mean. Located at 6 degrees 40 minutes and 20 degrees 0 minutes of Libra, this is known as the Star of Independence. Swati Nakshatra stands out as a symbol of flexibility and non-conformity. It resides entirely within Libra, making it a pivotal nakshatra for those seeking balance between individuality and unity. Rahu, the shadow planet, rules this nakshatra and is deeply connected with air and wind element, or with the god Vayu as its presiding deity. Vayu represents not just the wind, but prana, which means life force that sustains consciousness. The most prominent symbol associated with Swati Nakshatra is a blade of grass swaying in the wind. This imagery perfectly captures the essence of Swati, the ability to bend without breaking, the resilience to withstand life's storms, and the flexibility to adapt to various circumstances. In this context, the wind symbolizes the air element and the movement of energy, particularly communication. The swaying grass is not fragile but resilient, reflecting how people born under Swati can navigate through challenges with grace and adaptability. Diplomacy is the superpower of an Arcturian being. Those born under Swati Nakshatra exhibit a high level of independence and a strong desire for freedom. The Sanskrit word Swati means individuality or self, which aligns with the nature of these natives. But this is also a very curious thing indeed, because Libra falls within the natural seventh house of other people, and yet this nakshatra in the heart of Libra is about independence and the self. It is very curious. And here's why this is complicated. This nakshatra is ruled by Rahu. Rahu is the north node. It is also known as the rebel. This node doesn't let a person incline to conform to societal expectations unless it aligns with their personal values. This nakshatra nurtures a deep sense of self-reliance, making these individuals adept at finding their path, even when it diverges from the norm. So they must find a way to balance the need of me versus we. Swati individuals are known for their communication skills. They often draw to careers in the arts, particularly in fields such as music, literature, public relations, and sales. With a natural ability to persuade and communicate effectively, they suit roles where communication is key. Swati is known as the star of business acumen, and natives are often skilled negotiators who can turn challenges into opportunities. Their creativity and communication allows them to transform even unfavorable situations into favorable ones, much like they bend and adapt to the winds of life. You might think relationships for a Libran person is a breeze, but actually, do you know why Rahu, the eclipse bringer, rules this constellation in Libra, the sign of love? Because unbridled desire equals mind fog, which means confusion, and that equates to eclipses. Because temporarily, our judgment is compromised. So when couples say things like, we clicked on our first date, or it happened so quickly, I know that we were meant to be. This is when a psychologist would say this person is in deep trouble. Something of a love bombing situation might be brewing here. This is the nature of creation. Whatever we call desire is our need for manifestation within 3D life. How so? Well, many people confuse desire with love, and love as a prerequisite for procreation. The reality couldn't be further from the truth in the physical world. And yet, love as an energetic frequency is the ultimate blueprint for creation. So, when that first spark of desire calls, this need for independence translates to a need for space within relationships. This is when all things unsaid start to surface. Swati individuals do not take well to confinement or restriction, especially in their personal lives. They value trust and freedom above all, and in relationships it is crucial to provide them with the room to be themselves. If they feel their freedom is curtailed, they may withdraw or even end the relationship. This desire for space does not mean that they are disloyal. On the contrary, they can be deeply committed as long as their autonomy is respected. The 1-7 axis within your birth chart is all about me versus we. And so, natives of this nakshatra can often attract people who are completely opposite to them. In the hope to learn the skill of balance, they do not see the leagues that they must travel in the attempt to bridge this gap. But because the natives are so diplomatic, they often suppress the friction within relationships, causing them to run for their independence later. Swati beings also possess a strong desire for justice. Ruled by Rahu and residing in the sign of Libra, which governs balance, fairness, and harmony, they are constantly in pursuit of equilibrium in all aspects of life. However, the influence of Rahu, known for its shadowy and disruptive tendencies, can make Swati beings appear sharp or cutting at times. This duality between balance and disruption makes them adept at navigating both the material and spiritual worlds. One of the most critical lessons of Swati is the difference between being a rebel with a cause and a rebel without a cause. Swati encourages individuals to question the status quo and step away from social norms when necessary. This non-conformity is a strength, allowing them to grow and expand in new directions. However, when Swati's energy is misapplied, it can lead to aimless rebellion where individuals reject societal norms without understanding why or what they seek to replace them with. Swati natives must learn to navigate the imperfections within themselves and the world around them without becoming detached or aimless. Let's understand the secrets of Arcturus. Nestled within the constellation of Boots, only 37 light years away from Earth, lies the radiant star system of Arcturus. This red giant hosts a highly evolved, multidimensional race of beings known as Arcturians. Since the dawn of time, these celestial guardians have actively been involved in the evolution of life on our planet, serving as divine inspirations. Angelic guides, and archetypes to the human experience. The Arcturian's energy embodies the very essence of creation, because love is a frequency of creation. healing, and evolution that permeates the fabric of this universe. When they choose to interact with humans, their presence is often felt as emotional healing or a surge of creative inspiration. Their influence acts like a magnetic pole, effortlessly drawing out the best in those they encounter, guiding us towards our highest potential. Many of us are now awakening to our innate, multidimensional nature, shedding the illusion of a solely physical reality. As one embraces this higher consciousness, the connection to our starseed origins begins to surface. And for some, this means a deep resonance with the Arcturian realm. These Arcturian starseeds incarnated on Earth during pivotal evolutionary moments, and they're passionate about serving humanity and our planet. Well, these starseeds often possess an insatiable thirst for knowledge, delving into the realms of metaphysics, healing modalities, and the interplay of energy, frequency, and consciousness. They're natural visionaries, communicators, and teachers, driven to share their wisdom and guide others towards a more harmonious, evolved society. Some channel their gifts through art, technology, or the written word, while others become master healers, adept at tapping into the Akashic records and multidimensional realms. But regardless of their chosen path, Arcturian starseeds share a common thread: a deep compassion, an unwavering focus, and a profound connection to the universal principles that govern all of creation. Their very presence has a transformative effect, inspiring those around them to shed limiting beliefs and embrace the infinite possibilities that await us as we continue our collective journey of evolution. Arcturus, more than just a distant star, is a portal to higher consciousness, resonating with divine love. Individualism for Arcturians can be both a blessing and a curse. While it encourages self-reliance and non-conformity, it can also lead to isolation if taken to extremes. The pursuit of individuality should be balanced with the understanding that one is still a part of the cosmos, the larger whole. This star teaches the lesson of being distinct without becoming divisive, of standing apart without standing alone. In essence, Arcturians are all about the balance between individuality and unity. It represents the delicate dance between freedom and responsibility, between standing out and fitting in. This constellation offers a path of self-discovery, urging natives to explore their uniqueness while remaining connected to the greater whole. This is a pure energy of creation which garners respect within the cosmos. And you will not forget a relationship with an Arcturian, because it will teach you the meaning of life on a whole other scale. And there is much to learn from them. So I really hope you enjoyed this podcast. This is Sophia, and I will see you in the next one.